listening to The Kitchen Cafe with Claire English, and we have, of course, been talking about afternoon tea and bees. Now, remember my trip to Wishaw to see the urban bee king Warren Bader? Well, he's been helping Glasgow's based Italian bistro owner Marco Giannasi to tempt bees into the city. His place, Battlefield Rest, boasts 2 beehives up on the roof, living quietly amidst the din of the traffic. I wanted to know why a restaurateur would want to keep bees.
Well, I come originally from Tuscany, okay, so there is a lot of honey going around there. And speaking to my friends there, they said, oh, well, there's a possibility one day that we can maybe get a couple of hives in the hills of where I come from and produce some honey that maybe I could bring over to Scotland. So I thought, oh, great idea, and that was the end of the story. Eventually, years later, I met Warren at the exhibition of Visit Scotland, and all of a sudden I realized that maybe I didn't need to go all the way to Tuscany, but maybe something could have happened in Glasgow.
Was it a hard sell to your wife and the customers that come in here to say, we're going to have 2 beehives, there'll be 120,000 bees buzzing about here?
Well, actually, the bees, to be honest, have brought a lot of positiveness to our staff. I must say that the chefs, when we said the first time that we couldn't bring the beehives and the bees to the battlefield, they were very disappointed. I thought that was the only day they have seen the chefs so depressed, apart from not getting a rise. But that was something that I thought shocked me. I thought they were so keen and, you know, committed. And eventually when we Plan B worked, we said the bees are coming. It was just like Santa's coming, you know. Everybody was, and all the customers and everybody couldn't believe it. It was really happening.
Let's talk about the yield then. So 120,000 of those little buzzies up the stairs. What sort of, I know you're waiting for the next lot to come to fruition, but how good did it get?
Well, the last year was, I think it was at 20 kilo the beehive stock. This year, because it's the second year that the bees have settled, hopefully we're going to have, probably by the end of August, the product ready for use. So, but I have already a waiting list of all the customers from last year, and complete strangers come in and says, when is your honey ready?
Well, you've got chefs that are obviously really buying into this. Tell me what they're doing with the honey. Because
the stock is limited, because we have last year we had maybe 6 dozen jars to share with the customers, and a stock of maybe 3 to 5 kilo for the kitchen. That doesn't go a long way, you know, in a busy restaurant. So we try to adapt and create dishes for specials, and from there introduce mainly on desserts and biscuits. Actually, the chef is baking some biscuits just now, just to get a wee trial.
Okay, we'll have a coffee and then we'll maybe nip into the kitchen, yeah? Okay, Eric, you're one of the chefs here, and Marco has brought me over to see what you've been doing with this lovely honey. First of all, how do you feel about those buzzy bees up the stairs?
I think it's great. I mean, it's a good conservation thing for the bees as well, but it's good to have a nice ingredient like honey.
And it's great that you don't have to go and buy the honey, you've actually got it grown at home.
Exactly,
What does it taste like? What's the sort of property of the honey that works well for you?
I just like the sweetness, but I like the sort of versatility of it. I think it's great. So you can use it for desserts, right through to salad dressings, for main courses, steak dishes. So,
gosh, that looks amazing. Are those biscotti or something? Yeah.
That is honey and pistachio and chocolate biscotti, just out the oven not 2 minutes ago.
Can I?
Of course you can.
I have to. It's in the line of duty.
Sure.
Okay. I'm feeling that honey is beautiful.
Yeah, it's real nice. Yeah.
Are you finding new uses for honey in the kitchen?
Yeah, definitely. Before we had the bees, I mean, I wouldn't have used honey for much, but ever since that's came in, it's gone from one dish to we can use it in 20, 30 different dishes.
Marco, you know, you've obviously got the bug now, haven't you? You really, really enjoy having these bees. It's more than just, you know, a sort of civic duty. It's becoming it's a passion.
Yeah, it's a passion, and also it's part of our family. And in fact, customers when they come and visit us, they ask about the bees as someone could come in your home and ask about how is your family. It's the same. It's so intimate now, the relationship between the bees, the staff, and the customer. It's just like I think we would miss the bees if one day would leave our roof.
Oh, Marco and his team at Battlefield in Glasgow are absolutely charming. They are totally committed to those bees, all 120,000 of them. They are family. I can see why now. Claire, that